Welcome to the Common Man Football Show. My name is James Coburn, and today's episode, we're going to be talking about the San Francisco 49ers versus Washington Redskins Week 6 matchup based on analytics. Each week, I collect all of the current 2017 NFL team data in order to analyze and project potential NFL performance. And since it's a weekly collection, it will always be very fluid, but there will always be little nuggets of data that could become bigger nuggets of data as the season continues. So stick around as I analyze each week's matchups based on analytics. And if you're new to the channel, all terms and definitions will be in the description. So starting with this matchup between the 49ers and the Redskins. So when you look at the major advantage, this pretty much favors the Redskins. I mean, it shouldn't be surprising, but most of the data overall favors the Redskins when it comes to the NFL stat basics. And the basics is just how's the offense performing relative to the rest of the NFL, how's the defense performing relative to the rest of the NFL, and of course how is special teams performing relative to the rest of the NFL. And overall, the Redskins just have a better defense when it comes to preventing first downs. The total D score basically deals with how well the defense is at preventing first downs overall, whether pass or run. And the Redskins are just better than the 49ers when it comes to that. And offensively speaking, the Redskins are also a lot better when it comes to creating offensive first downs versus the 49ers when it comes to getting... in fact, the disparity is the 49ers offense is a 3.13 when it comes to creating first downs on offense overall. Whereas the Redskins have a 71.88 overall when it comes to that ability. So big disparity between the offenses here, which is also why the Redskins are heavily favored. Then, of course, you look at turnover ratio. For the most part, the 49ers actually win in that department. The Redskins have been prone to turn the football over a decent amount. They're still above average when it comes to preventing turnovers, but they still give up a little bit more turnovers than they probably should. But when it comes to preventing sacks, that's more so on the Redskins. The 49ers give up a lot of sacks compared to the rest of the NFL. Offensive score percentage is pretty much the same. Despite the inefficiencies that the 49ers have with their offense, they're still able to put up very similar amounts of points. But defensively, the Redskins are better at preventing points than the 49ers in terms of them preventing points. And then when you look at creating turnovers, the Redskins are better at creating turnovers on defense. The Redskins are also better when it comes to creating sacks on defense. And the Redskins are also better when it comes to creating interceptions on defense. So overwhelmingly, the Redskins defense, despite some of the ability for the offense of the 49ers to kind of match up a bit with the Redskins when it comes to efficiency of like putting up points on the board, basically. There is a lot more advantages for the Redskins defense in terms of that particular area. Then, of course, you look at special teams. So looking at punt return yardage and kick return yardage, the 49ers are pretty much favored in that particular area. When it comes to defense, so preventing punt return yardage and preventing kick return yardage, pretty even in terms of both these teams preventing punt return yardage. However, most of the data favors the Redskins when it comes to preventing kick return yardage. And then, of course, when you look at field goal percentage, the 49ers actually have pretty good field goal percentage compared to the rest of the NFL, whereas the Redskins have had issues in terms of field goal percentage. And then, of course, we look at extra point percentage more so in favor of the Redskins. Punting average is more so with the 49ers, but it is pretty even. But the overall data, again, the main point you should get out of all this is that the overall data favors the Redskins, mainly because the offense is performing a little bit better in a lot of different areas, and the defense especially is performing better in tons of areas that matter to winning football games. Then, of course, when we look at some other sort of areas to talk about. So in terms of completion percentage, I'm not going to get too much into this, but when you look at the 49ers offense versus the Redskins defense when it comes to completion percentage, the main area where the 49ers have to improve is in first down and third down situations when it comes to completion percentage. They've been able to get a lot of strength out of second down, but first and third down have been where most of the inefficiencies have come from in terms of their offense, the 49ers offense. Then, of course, we look at the Redskins offense versus the 49ers defense. The Redskins have to get better when it comes to third down situations because that's definitely the big disparity between the 49ers defense and the Redskins offense. And the Redskins offense is also below average when it comes to preventing completion. So that's the main area where the Redskins should try to improve their offenses in third down situations. Then, of course, we look at rushing downs, so the ability to create first downs with the run in various downs and distances. The 49ers offense versus the Redskins defense. The Redskins defense is heavily favored in terms of this particular matchup. Most of the first downs that the 49ers create is on first down. That's the major strength for this team, but it goes downhill right after that point when it comes to second down and third down situations. So, as much as a lot of people talk about the 49ers offense and how good they are in terms of running the football, they're not incredibly efficient. First down situations, yeah, most of their running game will make big plays on first down, but when it comes to second down and third down situations, they just don't really do well in terms of those situations. So, and the Redskins defense is a lot better in terms of preventing those things from happening. So I think that this is going to be a game where there might be some big runs here and there on first down situations, but I do think the Redskins rushing defense will get the upper hand when it comes to second down and third down situations, which can be crucial situations to win in. And then, of course, we look at the Redskins rushing offense versus the 49ers rushing defense. The Redskins have some advantages when it comes to second and third down. However, the 49ers defense just is not that great in terms of preventing the run. So when you look at the overall efficiency of it. So I think the Redskins will have some success running the football against the 49ers. Not a ton, but I think there will be some because of just some of the issues with the 49ers defense when it comes to running the football compared to the rest of the NFL. And then, of course, when you look at the 49ers passing offense versus the Redskins passing defense, overwhelmingly favors the Redskins in terms of second and third down. Again, this 49ers offense is most of the good things that happen with this 49ers offense is in first down situations, and it just goes downhill after that in second and third down for whatever reason. So this is definitely going to be something to track, something to follow. But overall, the Redskins do have advantages there when it comes to the passing sort of situations. Then, of course, you look at the Redskins offense versus the 49ers defense. When it comes to the passing offense of the Redskins versus the 49ers defense in terms of passing. And the Redskins actually are favored here a lot. When it comes to first down and second down, it's a little bit more even on third down. If there was one criticism of the Redskins, it's third down situations. Being able to convert on third down is a crucial situation. It is something that the best quarterbacks typically do. So you do have that kind of thing going on here. However, I still say that, again, the data pretty much does still favor the Redskins despite those sort of issues. But it will be kind of a fun, the best matchup to really watch is second down because the 49ers actually have an above average ability to prevent first downs on second down against the pass. And that's also where the Redskins do pretty well too. So that's going to be kind of a cool matchup to see how that turns out. Then, of course, we look at sacks. So the ability to prevent sacks versus the ability to create sacks. The 49ers offense versus the Redskins defense. And the Redskins pretty much win in this category as well. The 49ers prevent most of their sacks on first down, but they're going up against the Redskins defense that creates a lot of sacks on first down and a lot of sacks on third down. So this is going to be an interesting matchup to see what it ultimately ends up happening because of that disparity, but the Redskins have the advantage. Then, of course, you look at the Redskins offense versus the 49ers defense. Mostly favors the Redskins as well, but the big matchup to watch really is on second down because most of the sacks for the 49ers come in second down situations, and most of the sacks the Redskins give up come in second down situations. So that's definitely another sort of thing to watch. Then, of course, we look at interception ratio, the 49ers versus the Redskins, and it honestly favors the Redskins again. Most of the interceptions for the 49ers come in first down situations. But there's advantages for the Redskins in second down, third down. Like there's every down, the Redskins are just better at creating interceptions compared to the 49ers in terms of when they throw interceptions. So this pretty much does favor the Redskins defense. And of course, you look at the Redskins offense versus the 49ers defense, pretty much Redskins favor. And the 49ers, maybe first down they might have some advantages, but that's about it. So overall, how do I feel about this particular matchup? Well, I think it's a Redskins victory. I think the defense will be the biggest thing that shines in this game for the Redskins. I know they've had a couple injuries here and there, but I still think they have a very strong front seven. The back end is still relatively healthy. They do have some injuries, but I do think they'll hold up pretty well in this particular matchup. So ultimately, that's how I see it. I think that the Redskins defense will be able to stymie the 49ers offense, and I think the Redskins will have some success against this 49ers defense. It shouldn't be that surprising, but I do think that I think the Redskins will do enough in terms of both sort of areas to get some success and ultimately win this football game. So for that, I'm going to go with the Redskins. And of course, you can find my other work at draftcoburn.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Geometrics. And if you like this content and you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share this video as well with anybody that you know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.